What is up, my flippin' matey waities? We are back, and guess what? You might have flippin' guessed from the title and the flippin' thumbnail, dude. We're finishing the Elder Scrolls 6 discussion series today. At last, 3 years in the making. Can you believe it? And the game still isn't out yet, and so I don't feel so bad about this. But what brought this kind of on is obviously I like to complete things, and I like to finish what I have started. But also, Starfield released, and the game is very controversial, but they did get some things right that I would like to see them implement into the Elder Scrolls 6. And we're going to kind of talk about those things, as well as some other points that I might not have hit on back in the other videos. I might repeat some points, forgive me, but here we go. One of the things that Starfield added that I did enjoy was the dialogue options, a little persuasion and intimidation games. I thought they were pretty awesome. Kind of reminiscent of how when Oblivion added the little turny wheel. I love that, and it felt less plain than Fallout and Skyrim, where it's just a you don't know if you can do it type of check. Like, maybe you can't. Like, I think Fallout had different colors, like green you could, yellow maybe, red definitely not. But that's not very exciting and invigorating gameplay to me, so I did like that Starfield added that. So I'm hoping that Elder Scrolls 6 will take that and kind of run with it. And kind of playing into the dialogue stuff, I thought it was nice that Starfield actually had a proper romance system, so I'm hoping they improve upon that as well, because, you know, it'd be great to have good romance in the game. Like, in Skyrim there wasn't. It's just, oh, I have Amulet, you're gonna marry me. The closest kind of romance in the game is Serana, but they kind of just cut it out, as you can tell. Like, there was some lead up to a possibility, but they just cut it out, and yeah, it sucks. The ability to have, like, biological children would be cool, like in Fable. Like, if Fable could do that, the Elder Scrolls could definitely do that. Because, I mean, the adopting kids was cool in Hearthfire, but it would be great to have your own DNA, your own flesh and blood, and just to have, like, elves and orcs and beast races for children, since those weren't in Skyrim. It was just Bretons, Nords, and Imperials, which sucked. But if you were like any of the other races, it's like, oh, well, that sucks. The biggest Starfield addition, of course, was the vehicles, the flying spaceships, and the customizable spaceships. Oh, so I'm really hoping that with that addition that we will get sailboats in Elder Scrolls 6, you know, with it being in Hammerfell and High Rock. It would be great to have the pirate faction, as I mentioned. The ability, since Starfield also let you have a crew on board your ship, the possibility of a pirate crew, I'm just saying, customize your ship with different woods, different colors, different banners, different, all kinds of stuff, just like in Starfield, but better, because I like sailboat more than spaceship, kinda, a little bit, so I would really love that. You know, go from Wayrest to Stros Mackay, just such a cool, unique area in Elder Scrolls that would best be served by traveling with a boat. And of course, I think Starfield also was great about populating the cities, since other Bethesda games haven't done that quite so well. They don't feel alive quite often. Skyrim definitely felt dead a lot of the time, so I'm hoping that they definitely keep adding the NPCs like in Starfield that are just kind of there. They're nameless, but they fill and make it look alive, and they're just kind of around doing stuff. And I think they need to just kind of add more nooks and crannies, more things to explore, like cozy, tight alleys that are interesting, with some interesting NPCs around the corner. Because I think only Oblivion really captivates, like, exploration in the city, because there's some cool little spots in Oblivion in some of the cities that you can, like, explore and find a new quest, or just find something quirky about the place. Skyrim didn't have too much of that, other than, like, Markarth with the Dwemer ruins, and I think some of the Undercrofts in other cities. And other than that, it's really the most exciting thing in each city was probably the prison escape routes, because those are pretty awesome. You know, Solitude, the push down wall, White Whiterun, the trap door that you can lockpick and go down through the tunnels. Cool stuff. Oh yeah, and the Ratway in Riften was probably the most exciting bit of exploration city-wise. So they definitely need to add more of that. Like, I really want Wayrest to sort of be the big hub, the big exciting place, because it's a port city, and it's got a lot of trade, a lot of traction. I'm expecting it to kind of be like Novigrad from The Witcher, because that city was just so well done, so well built and just designed. It's great. I think that'll do all of the Starfield side of things, because I think the rest of Starfield's good additions kind of pertain more to the Fallout series, not necessarily Elder Scrolls. So we shall move along. Now for the main quest, I really think that they're going to keep in line with the pattern of the first 4 games, which is it's going to take place either shortly after Skyrim or during Skyrim. I think during might be the best time, because you can kind of hear the Dragonborn's exploits, and it'll be a cool reminiscent thing of the, what you did in Skyrim back all those years ago when you first played. Unless you're first playing now, then hey, epic. We obviously know that the Dragonborn's fate is somewhat intertwined with Hermaeus Mora. We just don't know to what extreme. Is he gonna still be able to do stuff, and then he'll get called back to Apocrypha, or is he gonna already be in Apocrypha? I'm not too sure. I think another possibility could be him becoming the Emperor, since I'm pretty sure that the Emperor's death is going to be canon, the assassination by the Dark Brotherhood, especially as a way to sort of rebirth the Dark Brotherhood into this next game. That way we can have it and join it and have fun with it. Obviously the Dragonborn isn't the one who kills the Emperor, because usually the guild storylines aren't the main character doing the events. But I still believe it'll be canon, so that could be a possibility for the Dragonborn to become Emperor, to kind of make peace, because that could be something to get all rebels to agree on, and even the Empire, because we know the history of the Dragonborn and leadership and such. Which is also why I could see Bethesda doing away with the Dragonborn, because he's just such a powerful character that it would be too difficult to keep him in the storyline. Unless that is the point of the storyline, that he becomes the bad guy eventually, which would be kind of cool. Especially if he's, like, being manipulated by Hermaeus Mora. I think that'd be epic. I think the main quest would have to obviously be about the Thalmor, because we do know that Hammerfell is independent, and that they are fighting the Thalmor, as we know through Sadia's questline a little bit. And the Alakir warriors that come over, we kind of get a small glimpse of that conflict. There's also a cut line of Ulfric's dialogue where he talks about wanting the Bretons' help and how they aren't coming, so it's possible that High Rock is independent as well. And if not, then maybe there are some factions in High Rock that are independent from the Empire, like either they're rebels or they are just independent. Would be cool to explore that and maybe have like another Civil War type quest line. But one that's done better to more what Bethesda wanted and intended for Skyrim. And with the more technological advancements that we have, it could be even better than what they had even imagined then. And that would be cool to have sort of 2 separate main quests for each continent. And of course, I think I've brought up Norsinium DLC. It's also possible that they could just keep adding DLC of new continents to just kind of further along the story of a possible Great War to the Second Great War, because I feel like we're leading up to that, and it would be so cool to have that, like, that's the main story, like the Second Great War, because we hear about this Great War through the lore, and it happened all these years ago, and we didn't get to be a part of it, so I'm hoping that with the second one definitely on the creep, as we know, it would be great to be a part of it. Crafting stuff would be cool to be improved upon, being able to customize your weapons a bit more. Definitely need magic to be better, like with the staves. I really want Gandalf type staves, because I hate how the staves are in Skyrim. You know, Dragonborn DLC added this awesome staff making bench, but the staves are worthless unless they're the Daedric kind, or summoning one, then not so much, but for the most part they're kind of lame, and they just disappear when you aren't like readied up, you know, like when you holster your blade, it goes in the sheath. Doesn't happen with a staff, it just disappears. Very lame. Should be able to walk with it. or have it on your back. Be nice to have other elemental magic that's not just the basic 3 that we get in Skyrim. We could have wind, you know, earth and water, lots of cool stuff, new necromancy and blood magic type stuff. The settlement building has kind of been an up-and-coming thing since Hearthfire in Skyrim, and then Fallout 4 had it, and then Starfield has a version of it. I think it'd be cool if they keep that going, but focus it more on like other types of buildings that you can make, like your own shop, trading your own wares, selling things to people and they actually use them. Your own tavern. That's something I've really want, like your own tavern where people come in and, you know, use your facilities. You gotta keep it clean. That would be awesome. And, you know, building your own fief, that would be great too, because, you know, High Rock with the knights, maybe, you know, that's something, a reward you can get through a knight questline is the permit to build your own fief and manage the town. I love the town management aspects. I think Fallout 4 had a good kind of base, but it just needed some more tweaking, and Starfield, it's kind of the same, so I really hope that they make it better with this. I think that about wraps up the discussion series. There's a lot more that we could talk about. I could go on and on, as I'm a die-hard fan of these games, and these are mostly just ramblings of a die-hard fan. Will probably fall on deaf ears, but that's fine. You know, it's fun to talk about, fun to talk to you guys about my ideas, fun to hear your guys' ideas, so make sure to comment them below, anything I missed. And yeah, you know, we shall see how Elder Scrolls 6 turns out. I'm hoping that it will be, the next video I make on Elder Scrolls 6 will be me praising it and not saddened at it. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, join the Discord, follow me on Twitch. As if you noticed, 2024, I'm a bit more of an active guy. So be sure to stick around and watch content. You know, maybe check out one of my old videos. You know, check out the past Skyrim Elder Scrolls 6 discussion videos. Got a lot of content. So yeah, thank you for watching. Farewell, my mates.